I'll find out now. Anyway, 15 minutes for them, and then we'll come in later for the mix-up. English first, and then Afrikaans at the end. Hands up, please, guys. Nathan?
Firstly, guys, congratulations for winning. Rassie, obviously it was raining with the outfit, but just give us your recap of the game.
Well, we know the Barbarians, they were put together, and they obviously trained the whole week. If they had trained in the rain, and then today they ran all the time. But so glad for the win. There's lots for us to work on, but to keep them only for 7 points, and we're getting to the score where we got to. We're fairly happy. Didn't get a lot of injuries. Some guys got some hit outs today, which haven't played for a while. And some guys who don't have a lot of caps play, and we just glad we got through it, and we understand that for them this is probably the worst conditions for a Barbarian team to play like this here, but still we had to keep some structure. So overall, I guess satisfying, but it was just a good hit out. Now the test matches start next week.
Rassie, congratulations. Also, just on your captain, Jesse came in late as captain to replace Sia. Just your thoughts on how he went and also the characteristics he brings as a captain to the team.
No, I think he's always, he's always the guy that anyway is the captain on our defensive side of things, which is 50% of the game mostly, normally. And I mean, it's not a difficult choice. If Jesse is captain or not captain, he contributes the same amount. Today Jesse had to discuss some stuff with the referee during the game. But yeah, I'm proud of him. I'm glad for him that he has that under his belt now. I know it's not a test match, but it's we know he's a student of the game, and today he wasn't just captain on defense. He was on both sides of the ball, and obviously communication with the referee, and we knew he would do a good job.
I see it's good to you after getting through 70 minutes, one of the big positives for you as a takeaway from the game.
Yeah, I think what he went through was, his sort of condition that he had which almost was career-ending for him. When we did the fitness testing about 3 weeks ago, not medical fitness test, but fitness test, he was exceptional. We could see, his body might be about 32 or 33, but he got some 2 or 3 years rest in the last couple of years, and I think that showed. I also thought John Klein really went deep into the game really well. And we actually picked a very heavy pack of forwards. If you take Jean-Luc and you take Vincent and you take Loert and you take John Klein and Asa and Malcolm and Ox, it's a heavy pack. So we were a bit nervous in this, the way they played with. But no, Loert is experienced, he's got a cool head, he's a student of the game. He was vice captain actually today. We're very glad that he came through it. We've got some nice depth at lock, young and older guys, so we are very, very glad that he played the way he did.
Rassie, congratulations. Is the Andre Esterhuizen move something you're going to look at more often, or was that a situational?
No. I mean, I guess it's out there now. You don't have to. You're going to have 2 ways of looking at it. You're going to have a 5-3 split or a 6-2 split, and Kwagga covering for your wing. And we're just doing it the other way around now, where, I don't know if you can call him a hybrid or whatever you can call him, but he's a backline player. He can also play in the forwards now, where we're always got a guy like Kwagga or Pieter Steff who's a forward, who will probably, if we've got an injury, cover the wing in certain aspects of the game. If we do get 3 backline injuries, and a guy like Andre just gives us the option now, because he's been training with both the forwards and the back. I must say Felix handles it really well in terms of his load, how much he does with the forwards and how much he does with the backs. Obviously, he was part of scrumming sessions now. We've been doing it for a couple of, we've been chatting to him, I think 4 or 5 months ago, and make sure that he's a backline player who can also play forward, where Kwagga is a forward player who can also play backline. So, but I guess can't just bank on a guy like that, 1 injury, and that goes out the window if he does get an injury. But at this stage, it's very nice to have.
Rassie, obviously a lot of players today raised their hands, but you must be happy with a guy like Vincent. The performance he gave you today.
Yeah, if you look at the guys that we've played against, Peter Manny and Sam Kane and the other loose swords, they're not boys, they're experienced. And for Vincent to come up against him and play the way he did, I thought JL also played really well. Kocha was excellent when he came on. But Marco, with the late withdrawal from Sia, so Vincent was good. But I think the whole pack was overall pretty okay in this, whether you need the pack to dominate a little bit. But we also understand that there won't be a lot of cohesion in the way Sam Cane wouldn't have played a lot with Peter Romani. So it was good, but we were also staying very realistic about the position or the circumstances. But we're happy with the way it performed.
Jesse, you must be pleased with how the attack went, considering the conditions. Some really nice touches, passes, garbage through. I know some balls were spoiled because of the weak weather, but still some good combinations there, and also the wings getting some ground on out wide.
Yeah, I think obviously very happy with all of that. I think it actually started in the week on Wednesday. We spoke about just our mindset and mentality going into training and whether we're going to let the weather affect us or not. And I think it was nothing different today. I think we came in here positive. We wanted to be brave and bold with the ball in hand. And I think we looked dangerous with turnover ball. And I think it's always great when you get the ball into guys like Fassi, Cheslin and Kirby's hands. They're special rugby players and they can make something out of nothing. And I think we saw a lot of that today.
So Rassie, great start to the season. What else can South Africans expect going forward?
Well, Italy gave Namibia. I know Namibia is not one of the tier 1 nations. They gave them 70 points, and we saw how well they played in the first 2 test matches in 6 nations. I guess sometimes squad depth is a bit tough for them because they only really have two clubs to pick from. So we won't get carried away with a game like this. It's a festival game, and we're playing at home for a team that only practiced a few times together. But certain things came through. We want to get better. I guess this match and the next 3 matches that we play, we're trying to focus a lot on us. Because when we hit rugby champion Georgia, will also be a grind. So I guess we want to get better. The weather was more dry. I think some of the line breaks and half caps that we got, we were a bit ambitious trying to offload and just force the last pass. In a dry weather, I think that could have stuck. But after half-time, when the guys spoke about that, they toned it down a little bit and we played a little bit more conservative and got more points. So I guess we'll get used to this weather if we get that again. But we can't wait to play on a dry pitch and still improve on our attack.
Rassie, how many guys would have swayed your mind tonight? Was there possibility for them looking at the first test against Italy, or Monday you guys pick internally on a Sunday and that's tomorrow for the next week? But was there possibility for some guys to play themselves into that first test?
I guess the guys will know tomorrow night who's playing Italy 1 and 2. They've got a fairly good idea already. The guys who played Barbarians knew 2 weeks ago already that the guys who's playing the Barbarians, we actually internally announced that 2 weeks ago, so they had 2 weeks of training together. Tomorrow night we'll internally announce Italy 1 and 2. That's always a little bit of a, if I know the English word, how to pronounce it correctly, there's a bit of a caveat, is that right? That if things doesn't go according to plan, Italy 2 can always change. But we do know who's the core of guys, the 14, 15, 16, not the positions. We know definitely who's in the mix for Italy 1, and tomorrow night we'll share with the guys. So we won't get carried away with this performance because we have to take into account that the other guys, I know I've said this a few times, but certainly some guys showed us that they can do it at this level, but we'll layer them in to make sure there's a balance. I think guys like Damien, Jesse, Kirtley, a bit undercooked because he got back. He hasn't really played in a lot of matches either in Japan or didn't come back to the Bulls. He's definitely not 100% match fit, but this match would have meant a lot to him. We'll try to strike the balance right that when we're done with Georgia, we've got a group of 45, 50 that got some game time.
Yes, just Rassie, another player that stood out as well, Asinati Tlabakani. A lot was spoken about him and his weight and dance form and all that, but today he really had a good game. Just another good replacement, coming up for future as well.
No, definitely. I think it was solid. I don't think it was outstanding, but he was definitely solid. I mean, I think twice you could see the little soft hands that he has. I think there definitely was a stage, 1 or 2 scrums there where we didn't dominate, but you know, he did scrum against Kian Healy, and you know, the hooker is a very experienced guy, and then you know the loose forward, so they didn't have a weak back, and he managed well. I think having Malcolm and Oxnex's team really helped, and obviously having 2 really heavy locks and Lewitt and John Klein behind him helped a lot, but he's got a bit to go and a bit to learn, but definitely test potential.
Okay, Afrikaans guys, Dustin?
Rassie, net 'n opsomming asseblief van die wedstryd, en voel jy miskien dat jy definitief julle doel het bereik het in terme van wat julle uitgeset het?
Ja, die eerste ding is ons wil graag met 'n wennoot begin het. Dit is net so moeilik soos dit vir hulle was in hierdie nat weer. Was dit maar vir ons om lynstaanballe te vat, om sy lyn bereik het, om die bal miskien te offload, en ek het gedink dat ons 'n bietjie meer expansive speel, maar obviously die weer het hulle baie beperk wat dit aanbetref. So overall niks ernstige beserings sien. Ek dink jy al het net 'n bietjie stamp in sy kop. You know, Sia sal volgende week 100% reg wees. So dit lyk of niemand 'n besering het wat hierdie game gekom het, so dis positief. Obviously om 50 punte te kry is positief in hierdie weer, en hulle net 7 punte te laat gee. Maar jy moet altyd maar 'n bietjie realiteite hou en appels met appels vergelyk. Volgende week is 'n toets. Maar hierdie dan vir ons 'n idee gegee oor 'n paar spelers wat ons so 80% seker maak, ons seker nou so 100% seker hulle kan toetsrugby speel.
Hendrik? En dan Steven?
Rassie het nou genoem van Sia wat gaan reg wees volgende week. Ek weet nie of ek het gemis hierdie week nie. Ver is Pieter Steef te toe.
Pieter Steef sal seker Italië 2 skryf.
Rassie, jy moet seker tevrede wees met die aanvallende skopwerk. Jy weet as jy kyk na daai eerste 2-3 hoe belangrik Fassie daarmee was, en Damien wat die 3 geskep het ook. So dit so van my miskien beplan vir die wedstryd, dat dit is die tipe ding wat julle doen en ons meer kan verwag hierdie jaar.
Ja, Steven, ek dink, jy weet, in hierdie weer kan jy nie 'n klomp balle hardloop en met die nuwe manier van die skeieregters of hoe die reëls werk is om daai clear access te gee na die jumper. Ek dink selfs die skoppe wat ons gechase het, was Cheslin skitterend, en die Fassie het so 1 of 2 laat val waar hulle die bal teruggeklap het. Maar ja, ek dink Tony en Stokke werk baie hard in die ouens se klein vaardighede met klein skoppies hier en daar. 'n Paar het nie afgekom nie, maar om in hierdie weer te ge-execute, dink ek kan ons tevrede wees. Ek hooplik in droë weer werk dit nog beter. En ek dink die balans tussen wanneer ons op daar loop, ek dink Manie het uitstekend gedoen toe op om spasie te sien en ouens in spasie te sit. So ek dink ons is tevrede. Ja.
Rassie, wat was in jou gedagtes toe mense die nasionale lied sing en hulle dink toe terug aan die 95 wêreldbeker?
Ek weet nie waar hulle dink toe ons sing het. Dis snaaks, in die coachesbox kry jy nie so 'n vibe nie. Jy voel nie lekker, dit is bietjie stil, dit is amper half klankig. Maar jy kon die mikrofoon hoor, ek weet nie, weet as 'n Bombela sit dan voel jy dit, want jy sit buite of van die ander stadions. Maar ek wil net dankie sê vir die mense. Obviously ons is baie trots en wat die ouens in 95 gedoen het, en hulle het gedoen vir wat ons almal droom, en van daar af kon nou ons drome 'n bietjie realiteit maak. So dis die mense daaraan gedink het. Ek wil eerlik vir jou sê, ek baie stadium sing hou en jy kyk wie warm reg op en wie se kop is reg in die game, en maar alwies is om in hierdie weer uit te kom en in die reën te sit en daar te bly sit en saam met ons deur die game te gaan met die passie wat die mense hierso was. Ek weet daar was 'n paar goed waarvoor die mense nie baie tevrede was miskien was van die pryse 'n bietjie duur van die kaartjies en so aan. Ons het nie beheer oor daai goeder sien, maar om teen 'n Barbarian span te speel en ek dink daar was oor die 40,000 mense. Party lande kry dit nie sommer reg met die tipe toeskouers nie. Veral as jy nie eers weet wie regtig in die Barbarian span gaan wees nie. So nee, ons is altyd trots op daai 95 span. Hulle het iets gedoen dat ons almal se drome so 'n bietjie meer realisties gemaak het.
Laaste vraag?
Rassie, ek net graag weet, ek kan net Manie se naam noem, daar definitief gelyk of hy net baie selfvertroue vanaand geskop het. Ons altyd geweet daar's iets wat moet klik in sy skopwerk, saam met die spel wat hy speel. Is dit iets wat julle aan gewerk het die laaste paar weke in die Bokkamp of is dit iets wat hy baie hard aan in die afseisoen gewerk het?
Nee, Tony het baie hard met hom gewerk. Gareth Wright het ons ook geshadow vir 'n week, vir 'n paar dae wat hy saam met ons was. Maar ek sê vir Tony, ek wil die krediet hê, ek vir Manie gesê hy moet probeer miskop. En dan gaan die balle oor, nee, ek spot net. Nee, Manie is definitief, hy is op 'n goeie plek. Manie is 'n competitor, maar 'n great span ou. Sasha, mense gaan ons maar deur dip. Sasha is nog 'n bietjie jonger ou wat nog 'n bietjie 'n paar dinge moet leer. So dit is fantasties om Manie daar te hê wat vir Sasha help, of vir Tony daar te hê, of vir Andre daar te hê, en vir Damien Willems. So ons regtig voorreg met die loskakels wat ons het. En ek sien so 'n bietjie quite 'n goeie determinasie in Manie se gesig, weet wat ek hou daarvan.
Thank you guys. Thanks.